10G, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with Hydro Science Engineers, Inc. for the design of the Crestwood Pump Station and Crestwood Drive sewer main replacement projects in an amount not to exceed $386,265.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. As you heard tonight, the city has an aggressive sanitary sewer replacement program in place to complete many of the capacity pipeline and pump station projects as required by the cease and desist order with regional board and consent decree with SF Baykeepers. Several months ago, we came to council for final acceptance of the Olympic pump station, as well as the award for the construction of the Spyglass pump station. The design for the two other pump stations, Crestwood and Lomita, was awarded also back in August of 2016 and is currently under design. And tonight, items for award of the design for the Crestwood pump station, which was built back in 1960 and is one of the city's second largest and most important pump station facility. And the pump station received flows from approximately 644 homes, and also from the Olympic pump station that serves about 509 homes. And then it pumps wastewater directly to the Shaw Road pump station located in the city of South San Francisco. The facility will be upgraded with new pumps, very consistent with our, the other improvements that we're doing with the other pump stations. Electrical components and generator will also be upgraded. A force main, which is a pressurized pipeline that moves sewer by pumping, will also be replaced. This existing force main is currently behind the backyard properties along Crestwood Drive, which creates access issues during repair. And a new force main will be installed along the roadway using non-metallic pipeline materials, HDPE, and that is resistant to joint deflection and ground movement and corrosion as well. And the gravity pipeline from the intersection of Crestwood and Valleywood Drive to the pump station will also be replaced, as is one of the recommended capacity projects in the sewer master plan. The city issued an RFP for design services back in January and received 4 proposals. And they were evaluated to determine, the qualifications of the project manager, the firms, and the overall project understanding of the project. And the city didn't require to use a cost as a criteria in the selection process, but we did look at them, and it ranges from $280,000 to $340,000. Based on the evaluation of the proposal, staff is recommending to award the contract to Hydro Science Engineers. And since the firm completed similar projects for us, it's the Olympic pump station as well as the Spyglass pump station projects. And the work will include preparation of the technical memorandum and evaluation of the force main alignment alternatives, a geotechnical investigation, potholing, surveying, and preparing the bid documents and providing bid and construction support during construction. And the cost for this work with 30 potholing locations is $315,265. And staff is currently proposing to include in optional services to increase the number of potholing from 30 to 100 due to an existing high-pressure gas pipeline along Crestwood Drive. And this additional cost is about $71,000. However, this optional services will only be initiated if required after review of the preliminary design plans of the force main alignment. And staff believes that the additional potholing will provide the city and Hydro Science with better knowledge of the exact location of this high-pressure gas main facilities, which can then be incorporated into the final design documents. As for the project schedule, the staff estimates the design will take approximately 10 months to complete, and with an additional 8 months for construction. The budget, both the Crestwood Pump Station and Crestwood Drive sewer main replacement project were budgeted in the CIP, and in the fiscal year 16-17 budget, there's an appropriation of $250,000 for design of the pump station and $300,000 for design of the sewer main. And the total not to exceed cost is a little bit over $386,000, so it's within the appropriated budget. That's all I have. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Questions for Jimmy or Marty?
So that's the PG&E transmission main that is in Crestwood, right? And I'm a little worried about putting anything near that. I mean, we're replacing it. It's just, I can imagine as for PG&E to stand by cost as they're excavating. I'm assuming they're going to have to be there while all that work's occurring every single moment, and that cost is included, or is that cost excluded?
That cost hasn't been factored in for PG&E time.
And this is just an example of what I was talking about earlier about how this close to $6 million project is taking up 5 years of the rate increase. The rate increase in sewers is basically $1 million a year, more or less. So an answer to the public of where that money went, and it's going to go to replace a pump station that serves 1,153 people. So I just wanted to stress that point of how it really works, why it's so expensive here in San Bruno. It needs to be done. I totally understand that. And I am concerned about the work out on that street. I mean, but it has to be done. So thank you for your answer.
Okay. Anything else or action by the council?
I'll introduce the resolution.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Ibarra.
Aye.
Councilmember Marty Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember Rico Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.